Hi. Hello, everyone. How art thou? I hope you're doing well. Something feels different here, doesn't it?
I think something has changed.
Nah.
Nate, let me ask you something.
What's that, Ron?
Is it hot in here?
No.
You sure?
I don't think so.
Because my hair is on fire.
Fucking really?
Sorry.
I live here
It was really fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
I live here now.
Hi,
everyone, if you can still see me.
I can still see it.
Yeah.
That joke unfortunately dragged on because I had to fucking open up my phone and stupid shit.
It's
And
okay, it's
I don't
okay.
have 3 hands to put on my sunglasses and push play on my phone. So.
Well, that's just underachieving right there, Roan. I mean, come on. Don't blame it on the
I'll
fact
wrap
you
my
don't...
foot. All right, so what are we doing today?
Chat yet?
Yeah, not 100%. Not until we're done with it, watching the Nintendo Direct. I know we're a little late getting into it, but here we go. Nick,
Yeah.
fire it up. Get it on screen, then fire it up. Sorry.
Screen like this.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, you don't have Jacob here to bounce Nintendo lingo off you. So
That's fine. That's fine. I mean,
Alright.
yeah, him and Levine are out today, personal reasons.
Ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Right now, just...
Maybe they're remote here. What do you want to do?
Wait, is Overwatch coming to the Switch? Yes, it is. That's awesome.
Interesting.
Well, it's very well optimized on PC if it can run at 60 FPS on there. I mean, oh,
I wonder if that'll be more challenging to play on Switch.
probably.
Because I mean, obviously, you already
New
know
ways
with
to
a
play.
controller.
Oh, really? They have motion controls added in. That's cool. All together now!
Hey, I got that poster right there.
Yeah, you do. Right there. Although it's missing several characters.
Yeah, definitely not
Available
up to
on the
date.
15th. 15th of October. Nice.
I'll go in with a crayon and fucking add them
Hello,
in.
everyone.
Hello.
I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Okay.
I'm Shinya Takahashi.
Takahashi-san. Arigato.
And that was, of course, the latest trailer for Overwatch by Blizzard Entertainment.
Woo!
The game is scheduled for release on Nintendo Switch October 15th, so
Woo!
please look forward to it.
Woo!
Okay, let's get into our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines. Please take a look.
Woo! Oh, okay, I'll stop. Hey!
Select the hotel for yourself.
Very cool.
Luigi's Mansion 3 takes place in a haunted hotel, where every floor has
Oh.
a distinct theme unlike any other. Case in point, Tomb Suites. I mean, a pyramid inside a hotel?
Okay.
Guess we should expect some mummies, harsh sands, and booby traps. As for the other floors, well, there's the disco floor, a pirate-themed restaurant. You get the idea. May not be the usual amenities, but there's a rogues gallery of bosses to check out before you
Oh.
check out.
Very cool.
Speaking of amenities, step right up to this all-new
Screen Park.
attraction, Screen Park. In this party mode, there's a Luigi team
Oh.
and a Luigi team. With only one Nintendo Switch system, 2 to 8 players can battle it out. See which team can defeat the most ghosts. Collect the most coins by piloting floaties with the Poltergust G00 and break the most targets. Hey, even Luigi needs a break sometimes. Luigi's Mansion 3 opens its doors on October 31st.
Oh, Halloween.
Halloween.
Great. Great release date on that one.
I'm assuming the Switch supports all that, like all the 8-player type
Combined
stuff.
forces of
Is
Say
that-
again?
The Switch?
Kirby,
Yeah.
and Kirby
It does all that.
are in for some wicked boss fights. We're calling it Super Kirby Clash. take up quests in town. And collectively, you and your team will pick 4 jobs.
Okay.
That's right. Get your weapons, get your gear, and get ready. Some mighty tough enemies await. There are more than 100 quests. So, get a look at your enemy and make sure you have the right jobs for the job. The key to victory is to know your role and work as a team.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Yeah, but that will be hard with random people that you
Team up
play
via
online.
local wireless. Or even play online. It'll be time to unite with friends and players from around the world to overcome each
Damn it,
challenging
Kate.
quest when Super Kirby Clash launches later today.
Today.
Remember, it's free to
Okay.
start too. This long-awaited, recently released RPG.
Hey, Trials of Mana.
After 25 years, fans of the Mana series can look forward to the HD remake of the 3rd game in the trilogy, Trials of Mana. From 6 different characters, you'll choose a protagonist and 2 companions. The ones you choose will
Wow, with
determine
hair like that, you never have to play the game Who's the Pro Tag.
this reimagined world.
Now you remember what will
So I'm assuming it's got like 8 or 9 different species characters and then like 2 humans you never use.
Will not be forgotten.
I guess.
It's just like Mass Effect.
They'll have the
I think they're all
opportunity to
human.
switch their class.
I'm making a Mass Effect. Mass Effect game. Every Mass Effect game
Show the
has.
dark side when picking your class to change your character's appearance and abilities. Unlike the classic version, characters have full range of movement, including jumping and combo attacks for each member of your party.
4.
Once again, the wheels of fate are beginning to turn.
The Trials of Mana.
Find out what's in store for the beloved world
Yeah.
of
Next
Trials
year,
of Mana,
2020.
April 24th.
Every Mass Effect game has like. It has a diverse cast, but there's like always 2 humans that you never fucking.
Orbadine. Holy shit.
The Oberdin vanished at sea in 1803, only to wash up 4 years later in Falmouth, England, with no sign of survivors. The fate of the crew remains unknown.
That's right.
As an insurance investigator for the East India Company, you must board the ship and uncover the mystery of its disappearance and return. Your analysis will rely heavily on one less than ordinary device. Use the power of the Momentum Mortem pocket watch to turn back time and witness each soul's last moment.
Interesting art style. It's like graphite drawn or some shit.
Yeah.
Explore the ship,
Oh, that's beautiful.
observe the situation, and record your logical deductions. Without you, the true tale will never be told. What brought the Oberdin to such an end? Little by little, tease apart the misfortunes of the ship and its crew to solve the mystery. Return of the Oberdin arrives on Nintendo Switch in fall 2019.
Okay. The Obradine.
There's a small town out there with a big secret.
They're all pedophiles.
Wow.
That is
Bruh.
on by the-
Bro, what the hell, man?
Oh, it could be like, what does it get out or some shit?
One day,
Yeah, they
The town
kidnap.
was a secret.
Yeah, they
Like, it's like
kidnap. Yeah, they kidnap black people and steal their bodies.
Hot
the
fuzz.
townspeople,
Or whatever the plot was in that
stand
one.
up to fate.
You know what it was for? The greater good.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen Hot Fuzz. I need to rewatch
But
it.
everybody remembers what it was all for. The greater good.
Yeah, the great.
Strategy is everything if there's any hope to win. During battle, you can move around to garner support from townspeople. Take advantage to gain the advantage. Seize every opportunity to protect your town in this new RPG from Game Freak. And almost all the music in the game was composed by Undertale creator Toby Fox.
Oh, interesting.
Little Town Hero will make a stand on Nintendo Switch October 16th. You can pre-purchase and preload the game later today. Fall is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Banjo and Kazooie.
Confirm the release date.
Hell
of
yeah.
Pack 3, Banjo and Kazooie. Banjo and Kazooie.
Was that I'm sorry, did somebody have a fucking stroke?
Today.
What?
After today's Nintendo Direct, we'll broadcast a video detailing how to use Banjo and Kazooie. featuring the game's director, Masahiro Sakurai.
Mashed potato samurai.
As a special treat, the video will begin immediately following the Nintendo Direct you're watching right now.
Okay.
Tide yourself over.
No Japanese names were
Banjo-Kazooie.
butchered in the
Please check
making
it
of
out.
this podcast.
You're damn right.
First,
Oh, new character. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Turning back the clock. Eh? Wah! Wait a minute. Who is it? Who's getting it? Hey, he tried. Nope. The letter's mine. No. Not him either. God.
I have no idea what this game is.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused.
Ah! King of Fighters! Hell yeah! Terry, hell yeah, man. Okay. Dude, the King of Fighters series, they're doing Fatal Fury, his version for Fatal Fury, okay. I thought they were doing his version from King of Fighters, which, I remember King of Fighters, I played the shit out of that game a while ago.
So did that like imply that the Nintendo came out with two consoles like in the same year?
No, the Neo Geo, that was something else. That was a... Terry Bogard. Shit. Okay, I thought... Okay. Oh, great. Special announcement. What is it?
We're happy to confirm the development of more DLC fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Outside the 5 fighters included in the Fighters Pass, we can confirm that other new fighters are in
How
development.
many more can you put in? There's
Battle
like
isn't
fucking
over yet.
60 in there, isn't there?
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. They're trying to make as much money off Smash Bros. As they can.
So, what do you think?
Jesus.
Regarding what was
I was wondering
announced
who-
about additional fighters at the end of that
I was
segment,
wondering who it was going to
we'll
be
have
from
more
that
to share
series.
with you in the
I thought it was going to be
future.
Hager.
Now, let's continue.
I thought it was going to be Mayor
with
Hager.
Nintendo Switch headlines.
But, no, Terry.
It's about time
Hey.
to fish in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Whee!
Which means the next big adventure on Nintendo Switch is fast
Nice.
approaching. You'll meet some strangely endearing islanders, face a series of puzzling tasks, and encounter some oddly familiar faces. Whatever happens, help Link escape Koholint's
Nope.
Island before its mysteries get the best of him. With the all-new Chamber Dungeon, you can place chambers earned on your adventure to arrange your own dungeons. Add in plus effects that alter chambers. And save Chamber Dungeons to a compatible amiibo figure featuring a character from the Legend of Zelda series. That way, your friends can play them. Be ready. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening will launch before you know it on September 20th. The new Link amiibo figure.
Yeah, they gave you the money for that, didn't they, Nick? Nice.
You
Next.
know the hero's might from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now join his adventure. Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition is exactly that.
Okay.
The most complete version of a sprawling adventure story that allows you to choose between HD and 2D graphics. Travel to past Dragon Quest worlds. And experience
HD and
focused
2D
stories.
graphics. I think that's not
The
what
day
that
the game
is.
launches, free downloadable content can be found in the Champions Pack, including consumable items and more equipment that can change the appearance of party members. An RPG giant draws near. Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition, journeys onto
We saw
Nintendo
that,
Switch
I think,
September
last time
27th.
we watched it.
Huh?
I think we saw that last
Until
few months ago when we watched it.
I think we, yeah, I think we did. I think we saw a, I think we saw a preview of it. Damn. Next.
Looking for more Fire Emblem goodness? Then say hello to Tokyo. The worlds of the Fire Emblem series and Atlas games have crossed paths, and the result is coming to Nintendo Switch. The story takes place in modern-day Tokyo, where creative energy is so abundant
As
it's
most
materialized
animes do.
into something called Performa, which attracts wicked mirages and suck it out of people. You'll face off against this threat as up-and-comer Itsuki Aoi and his friends who are trying to make it in the entertainment business. Fire Emblem characters like Prom and Sita will join you from another dimension. Together, you'll wage deep turn-based battles, blending the combat of the Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei series. And, in the Nintendo Switch version, there's a new song that wasn't included in the original.
Oh, really?
Check out the other new features, from the new story elements to the characters joining you in battle for the first time.
Huh.
Hey, is that Tiki? Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore releases on January 17th. You can pre-purchase the game later today. Welcome back to where nothing is what it seems. Boston, 2019. It all begins again when FBI agent
Holy
Elizabeth
hell.
Davis opens an investigation into an old serial killer case. She also opens a door to the unknown, a door that also takes us back to New Orleans, 14 years ago.
Deadly premonition,
Here, our
dude.
story follows an FBI agent who goes by the name of York. The journey between past and present will take Aaliyah and York on a winding path. But what lies at the end? Will it be truth or madness?
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's non-stop Inception music.
And now, for a shocker. The original game in the series will launch on Nintendo eShop at Deadly Premonition Origins later today.
Oh. Damn. Wonder how much it's
I
gonna
wish
be.
that's how like a lot of games were with like they just wait till basically they're done with it before they do a trailer and they're like, oh by the way, it's available this week. None of this. Having to wait 2.5 years for Halo Infinite.
Yeah. Say again, Nick. Oh yeah. Oh, between Steam and Switch. Nice.
Sure there won't be any problems with that.
Hey, if they work out the bugs, man, I'll be fine with it.
You see Epic Games kind of sneaking in the background. Like, no, fuck out of here.
No, no, no.
Fuck off, Epic Games.
And now for a message from Bethesda.
Eh?
Hey Nintendo fans, Pete Hines from Bethesda. On behalf
Hey,
of
Pete.
everyone at id Software, I'm excited to announce something really cool that we have coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. I'm sure many of you have fond memories of
Damn.
spending countless hours playing your favorite games on
I was
Nintendo
gonna say
64.
UAC, okay.
Well, this year is the 25th anniversary of Doom, one of the most popular first-person shooter franchises ever. And to celebrate, we're re-releasing one of our favorite games, Doom 64. For the first time since its original release in 1997, Doom 64.
I think out of this
will be
era, the only one I
officially
played was
available
Final
on a
Doom.
Nintendo console. Relive your
When I was,
crusade
like,
against
6.
demons in more than
It was over.
30 action-packed levels. Or if you're a newcomer, experience the retro first-person
You
shooter
couldn't
that
aim
helped
up
make
and
Doom
down in
one of the
that
most
game,
popular
right? It was
shooter
basically, it was all
franchises in
lateral.
history.
Yep. You could hit enemies that were on different levels. All you had to do was fire at them.
Yeah,
Will release on
makes
Nintendo
total
Switch
sense.
on November 22nd this year.
Okay. Interesting.
Introducing a brand new IP from developer Hi-Rez Studios' Rogue Company. To most of the world, Rogue Company is a rumor at best, but its operatives are the real deal. And as one of these elite specialists,
Suicide Squad?
you'll face challenges which will require your specialized
Except it's
abilities
actually
and
good.
tools to combat the infamous organization Jackal. Play against friends.
They're the real deal.
and
Unfortunately, they all look like
skilled
absolutes.
team online in a variety of objective-based games.
They're wearing cool
When
hit.
you wield guns, gadgets, or melee weapons, your playstyle will depend on your choice of mercenary, which can be fully customized. There will be plenty of modes, maps, weapons, skins, in-game events, and more. When Rogue Company sneaks up on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
All right.
Not sure that
How's it going? Next, new titles in the core Pokemon RPG series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. We have more information to share that will shed new light on this next Pokemon adventure. Please take a look.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield take place in the Galar region, a scenic land where people and Pokemon work together toward a prosperous future. Among them, you'll encounter new Pokemon and meet new people throughout your adventure.
Damn.
Today,
That's a big Eevee.
4 features you can look forward to. First, customizing your look. Once again, the latest entry in the series lets you pick your outfit.
Woo!
This time, it's not just tops and bottoms, but a wide variety.
That's critical.
Including outerwear and
How else are they going to
gloves.
make all of their microtransaction money?
Woo!
Plus, you can change your hairstyle. Or put on a little makeup. There's a lot more to becoming a champion than simply honing your battle skills. You've got to look the part too, don't you think? Second, Pokemon Camp. During your journey through the Galar region, you can
Seems
camp
so
anytime
utterly
at
trivial, but
Pokemon
okay.
Camp. While you're there, you can play with your Pokemon. And as you get to know them better, they'll also improve in battle. Additionally, in the wild area, you can visit other players' camps too. Feel free to bring along one of your Pokemon and hang out with up to 3 other players at the camp. We definitely recommend interacting with another player's Pokemon.
Okay.
Third, curry on rice. Pokemon Camp is
Cooker.
also a great place to cook up a dish that is
Oh,
very
great.
popular
Cooking
in the
mama.
Galar region. Curry on rice. How your curry turns out and what type it is ultimately depends on which berries and other ingredients you use. Not to mention the heart you put into it. There are more than 100 types. And each one you cook up will be
I feel like
registered
games
in
like
your
this
curry decks.
aren't really
I
useful.
wanted to pick Curry and Pokemon game. I could play Persona 5 instead.
What's
Well, like,
that Pokemon
I feel like
doing here?
this isn't useful until they create a game system that can like tap into your taste senses or something. You can actually
First is Polteageist.
sense the taste of
Normally,
it.
it makes a home for itself by hiding
Like
amongst
fucking
tables
Sword Art
in
Online
hotels
style.
and restaurants. Its body is made of tea, complete with its own aroma and flavor. It may even allow a trusting trainer to taste its tea. This ghost-type Pokemon also has a special ability called Weak Armor. Next, another new Pokemon called Cramorant. This flying and
That's a
water-type
dodo.
Pokemon has one huge
Typing both
appetite.
Pokemon have not
It
been
will
done
swallow
before.
anything it can fit in its mouth.
It's a dodo. It's gonna jump into a fucking
When
volcano.
it uses surf or dive during battle, watch as it rises from the water.
It's gonna do it chasing a watermelon.
If it takes damage in this stage, it'll retaliate by spitting out its tag at the attacker. This is Cramorant's exclusive new ability, Gulp Missile.
Gulp. Missile.
Both.
It's an
And that's all
explosion
we have to
warhead.
share with you today. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will launch on Nintendo Switch November 15th.
Well, how about that? There are still 2 more months until the game releases. Please look forward to the day you can start your new adventure in the Galar region. So, it's been about a year since we began offering Nintendo Switch Online memberships. With Nintendo Switch Online, we're providing a variety of games and fun features. And now, we're looking to add in an additional library of games. It's called Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online. With this, you can play a variety of classic Super NES games on Nintendo Switch. There are some you may not expect, like Stunt Race FX, which will be available to play on another system for the first time.
Damn.
You can face off or team up in local multiplayer by passing a Joy-Con controller to a friend, or even play together online. Oh, and the rewind function will be available from launch. Here are the first games we plan to release.
There it is.
Hey!
All 20 of the games you see on screen will launch tomorrow. Of course, we will eventually add more to the lineup.
Okay.
This offer is exclusively available to Nintendo Switch Online members, so please enjoy them at no additional charge. Oh, you noticed this, did you? To recapture the original feel of these games, we will be releasing a Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online exclusive controller as a special offer. To charge it, you can use a USB cable, just like the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. This Super NES-style controller will be available for purchase exclusively for Nintendo Switch Online members. Visit the Nintendo website for the latest information on its release. Wouldn't it be nice to play those games again with one of these controllers? Well, let's move on to
Yeah, we
some more
kinda do.
Nintendo Switch headlines.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Nintendo seems like they have a kind of a good formula down where
Sure, you know
they don't
exactly.
focus on like the highly graphical type, high quality type AAA games, but and more lower kind of like this like pixelated type stuff. But they're able to make a lot more content with it.
Yeah.
So they kind of keep it all flowing out.
Maximus status. Can you survive against the best of the best? Well, good luck. We're also adding in daily missions for some added challenges.
Plus Pokemon is almost as egregious as Call of
You
Duty.
can acquire tickets for a variety of custom themes. Sweet!
But Modern Warfare looks great.
We're tossing in a vast array of new player icons, too. Beyond that, the second wave of paid DLC is here as well. In two-player share battle, pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend for a two-player game against each other and
There's
seek
paid
you.
DLC
Get
to
together with friends to
Tetris?
battle via local wireless on your Nintendo Switch system in local arena mode. The version 2.0 update for Tetris 99 will be available tomorrow. A packaged version, including the game, DLC, and a Nintendo Switch Online 12-month individual membership will be available September 6th. Mario and Sonic are ready to kick it old school in Tokyo.
Oh, the
Mario and
2020
Sonic
Olympics.
Games has become a tradition of its own. This time, there are more than 20 events, including the 100-meter, karate, football,
Yeah, I imagine this game won't age
rugby
too well.
sevens, sport climbing, badminton, gymnastics, surfing,
Never had
and
any.
you know what? There's more where that came from. Check
You
out
mean you
these
don't want to
10
swim in an
retro-style
Olympic
events.
swimming pool with Mario?
Each one rocking some sweet 2D style graphics. They're all new, all retro, and very refreshing to play. On top of that, there are new minigames, unlockable characters, and a story mode in which Mario, Sonic, Bowser, and Dr. Eggman must escape from a game based on the Olympic Games Tokyo 1964.
Oh.
Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 will go for the gold November 5th.
I'd only be down for it if you were allowed to throw the javelin into other characters.
Oh.
Ahead of the full game's release next week, the free demo version, Daemon X Machina Prologue Demo, will be available for download later today.
What is this?
In
Okay,
this
I'm
prologue,
interested.
you'll man your mech through the beginning of the game, and all of your progress can carry over to the full game. If you've never played a mech action game, and you're wondering what they're all about, this is the perfect time to take one for a test drive. A key feature of this demo is
Never
the
played a
co-op
mech
mode
action
for
game. What the
4
fuck have you
players.
been doing with your
We're
life?
happy to report that it can be played via local wireless. So, gather your friends, and make the bosses feel like the little guys. The full game will also support online play. Be ready by customizing your mech and honing your skills on missions. What hides beneath your mech's armor? A guy or a demon? Daemon X Machina will be ready for action September 13th. Star Wars classic so fun, it's back for more.
Really?
Kyle Katarn, agent of the New
Holy hell!
Oh, yeah.
To stop a rogue Jedi.
My childhood.
Get your lightsaber at the ready.
Ah!
Blaster in hand. And prepare to wield the full power of the Force. Courtesy of Aspire, the full single-player experience of Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast is coming to Nintendo Switch September 24th.
Okay.
We've got new details on some upcoming games.
Here's where my journey begins.
Hey!
Mercenary Monster Slayer. Your current contract? Tracking down a living weapon known as the Child of Prophecy. You'll have a whole world to explore, at home and on the go. When The Witcher 3
So they're just like gradually porting all those AAA games
on
over
October 15th.
Yeah.
And all downloadable content and story expansions are along for the ride.
Nice.
Become the most feared pirate in the
Still looks a
Caribbean
lot
in Assassin's
nicer.
Creed 4 Black Flag. Then transform into the ultimate assassin hunter in Assassin's Creed Rogue. That's 2 action.
Oh, the Rebel Collection, okay.
All past
Is this,
DLC,
old
new
game?
features like
Yes, yeah.
Is that from Black Flag?
Black Flag is an older one, but it's a lot of people consider it the precipice of the series because of its nautical combat.
Yeah. I only played
veteran
through
looking
it
to
just
take your
because
Slayer on the go,
American
or
Rebel.
looking ready to forge your legacy. You'll hone your skills, craft and customize hundreds of gear options, and team up with other Slayers to take down boss-sized behemoths. As you can see, the folks at Phoenix Labs are adding loads of new content in anticipation of the game's launch on Nintendo Switch. And there's plenty more on the horizon. Open your calendar. More games are on the way.
Farm Simulator. Just Dance. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Now the real game can begin. Ni no Kuni.
That's all
Okay.
I'm mixing.
Wrath of the White Witch. Okay. Ah! They're finally bringing it to the Switch.
What is it? What game was it?
Call of Cthulhu.
Oh.
Outer Worlds, okay.
First one.
Yeah. Vampire. And,
How's everything going? Next up,
Pretty good.
New Horizons. We revealed many details about the game back in June, so we prepared a video covering what was announced. Let's see, shall we?
hi, Tom. You damn thief.
That reminds me, I should have you guys come over and take a look at the kittens. They're adorable.
Oh, yeah.
They're like little piglets, little bit this big.
Oh, we'll have to take a look at him. Whee!
Thank you for choosing the Deserted Island Getaway Package. A laid-back, relaxing time in a haven of nature awaits.
Is Tom Nook selling timeshares
You
at
and
this
the
point?
other folks
I think he
participating in
is.
the Getaway Package. The time's come to get into the groove
Hiya.
of Deserted Island life.
Yeah! My brain's running so hot, I'm gonna catch a fever.
But the residents
We can guarantee there's only one supernatural hockey mask wearing murderer on this island.
And your chances of survival are almost none. What was that? Nothing.
That's why it's a great price.
Spot where you'd like it set up. Oh, and there's something else. We'd like to offer you an original Nook Inc. Nook phone. It comes pre-installed with a variety of apps for all your deserted island needs, including recipes for crafting tools and furniture.
Okay.
Let's start
And a
by
number to call the
crafting
Coast
an
Guard to
app.
rescue your ass.
We're going to need some materials.
Bring
Hello?
you back to civilization.
I'm sorry. That number is no longer in use. Please try again later.
And stones. Then we'll head to resident services and use the workbench.
Yeah.
Nicely done. You can use the tools you craft to acquire new materials, like this. And with those, you can craft more items. Feel free to place furniture inside or outside. You can fine-tune the arrangement so that the decor expresses
It'd be pretty
your
funny if
style.
a wave came in and took out his fire right
Only
away.
enjoy.
That would be pretty damn funny.
Aw, I spent 4
Tsunami
hours trying
warning.
to make that.
Let's
Tsunami
get back
warning.
to resident
What?
services.
Just wipes the whole island out of existence.
We also buy your unwanted items, including any weeds you remove, as part of our island cleanup plan.
Or your
In
children.
addition to the usual in-game currency,
Jesus.
bells, you can also earn Nook miles through the Nook Mileage program. You can exchange your miles
Damn it,
for
Tom.
special items and recipes. You'll earn miles through a host of activities on the island, so be sure to take advantage of this program. There are many ways to experience the joys of life on a deserted island. Go fishing, catch some bugs, tend to flowers, and pick them to make a garland.
Yay!
Thanks to crafting, even weeds have their uses. A vaulting pole makes it easy to quickly cross a river. A nutritious snack will help you shovel up a tree in no time.
Bridge in a convenient location.
Plant it somewhere else to change things up in that corner of the island.
Perfect.
The scenery changes with the time and weather. There will be sunshine, cloudy days, rainfall,
And it turned red.
and enough
Fucking
wind to shake
Ragnarok.
the trees. Depending on the time of day and the season, you'll encounter different creatures to catch too.
Whoever smelt it dealt.
Sociable
Oh
types who live
god.
together on the same island can play simultaneously, up to 4 players at a time on one system. We hope you enjoy living together and working together in the same space. With a local wireless or internet connection, you can travel to another player's island for a total of 8 players in one visit. The whole scene feels meant to be. Why not snap a photo with everyone and make it a lasting memory?
Before you're all one by one killed by the hockey mask wearing murderer.
Actually, if you looked closely behind the house, you could see him creeping and peeking his head out.
Is truly just the beginning. There's so much more waiting to be discovered. So many activities, animals to encounter, and more calling to you from the
A
island.
cow named Angus. I'm angry right
We
now.
can't wait for you to experience the Nook Inc. Deserted
That's
Island
that's
Gift
bull.
Package.
That's bullshit.
Beef shit.
What's the beef? Where's the beef?
Yeah, those kind of games, I just don't.
So, how'd it look?
I don't
There's
get
still a
anything out
bit
of it.
more time until the game launches, so please stay tuned. Alright, the next game will be our last announcement of the day.
I mean, I could get Minecraft because you can build a lot more dynamics.
What do we got? What do we got? Wait. Is this Xeno? Yes, it is. That's Shulk.
Do you wish to change it? Huh?
Your gender. Do you wish to change it?
The future.
Fucking finally, I get to play this game.
Yeah.
Having to pay $120 for it.
They decided they'd tortured you enough, Nick.
Dude, what is going on with the geography here? It's like fucking. Is it rock? How does that shit form?
It's sort of Laputa Castle in the Sky kind of shit.
Yeah.
Monolith Soft's Xenoblade Chronicles, which originally released in 2012 on the Wii system, is destined to be reborn on Nintendo Switch as Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. The game is planned for release in 2020. Please look forward to more announcements in the future. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.
Arigato.
Oh,
Well, damn. That was good stuff. That was really good stuff.
You want to stick around for the Banjo-Kazooie demo, or?
I've seen a fair assessment of it. I mean, it depends on you if you want to.
Hello, everyone. I'm Masahiro Sato.
Mashed potato samurai.
all right. Well, like I said, I've never really had any knowledge or experience with Nintendo, so it's kind of.
It's fine. I mean, it's.
But
Not everybody has to play Nintendo, but I'm excited for the stuff that they're doing because it's been, gosh, dude.
Chat's asking why Lucy needs medicine.
She's actually developed a little bit of a sinus issue, and she's having trouble breathing. She actually is sneezing a lot, and she can't she hasn't really been able to sleep as much. So I went and got her medicine today, and the doctor told me effectively it'd be around $240. So I paid that because I love Lulu, man. I love her to death, and she's been a hell of a cat. I mean, you've seen her, haven't you? Or have you been
that was the big one.
Yeah. The chubby bunny.
Mm-hmm.
I love her to death. And Nick, I mean, he's seen her. He's played with her. As a matter of fact, she got loose from the bedroom, and she started trotting down the hallway and went into the office where Nick was, and just started looking up at him and meowing, pay attention to me.
Yeah.
Pay attention to me.
Oh, I got
Pet
a
me. Love
whole
me.
bunch of little tiny.
She is.
kitties
She's a
that are
chubby
like
bunny.
that.
I love her. I love her to death. She's
my
kitty.
3 juvenile cats in my room now.
Yeah, Roan. We're probably gonna take a look at them here in a little bit, but actually, I figured while we're since we just got done reacting to the Nintendo Direct, the source for the media share should still be up. Do you see the media share for the memes and stuff? Should be under the should be with the OBS software. Yeah, that's it.
Did we get any memes while we're watching the thing?
We got one donation.
I got a $5 donation from Ariel, and I have to pick 4, so I'm trying to think of what to do.
I know. How about a Rooster Teeth animated adventure with Joel that features Joel?
Sounds good.
Caboose. Yeah. How about
Hello.
Rooster Teeth animated adventures Joel versus technology? That one always makes me laugh because I know someone who's exactly like that. The very moment technology doesn't start to go his way, he's just like, ah! He flips the hell out.
Where's the control key?
Oh, use the other side. I know it is. Trust me. I was annoyed when it happened to me and I couldn't find it.
Let's see if we got anything in that shit.
Everybody goes through that, I think, at some point in their life, where technology is not your friend. But Joel, he goes crazy. Joel's UPS starts beeping, which might as well be like the emergency broadcast system for the entire office.
Yeah, true.
Joel starts to panic, starts huffing like, and then you're like trying to apply logic. He said, "Okay, I'm here to help you. What do you need help with?" He's just like, "No, I don't want help. I just want this to be a problem, and I want it to last. I want it to last as long as fucking possible." So then he goes over to your desk and unplugs the UPS and takes it over to his desk. I'm like, "Oh man, does Gus know you're doing that?" He goes, "Yep." And then he's plugging stuff into it, and it's got that number on the front, total minutes you can run. Right. And he keeps plugging stuff into it, and it's going, "The number's going down. The number's going down." And then Gus's UPS is beeping the whole time. So now we have 2 beeping UPSs.
Beep, beep, beep,
Like,
beep,
"Joel,
beep,
what is
beep,
going on?"
beep.
He goes, "The number
stop going down.
And we're trying to troubleshoot this problem. I'm looking at breakers. We're doing all this stuff. He never plugged in Gus's UPS. He just brought it over, set it down, and started plugging stuff into it. Joel was taking the U out of UPS.
I
know someone who's like that.
Oh, I was supposed to read the message, Nate, with each word you're supposed to pull off a piece of clothing.
That happened to me last week with my computer. I thought my fucking computer,
well,
like the power
as much as I know Aria would like that, I do not want to subject the rest of the world to that. So I'm going to have to decline, but I do appreciate the thought. But trust me, nobody wants to see this. Nobody.
Lay out on the table like you're the.
Yeah, and I'll just be like,
hey.
Sup with you. Like, sup with you, girl.
What was it? Was a South Park thing?
Sorry. Oh God. But yeah, anyway, for those of you wondering what the hell is going on here and why the hell we're in this newfangled setup, it's all because of this guy. It's his fault.
We wanted to look a little more professional.
Well, we did look professional, but now we just look like all of a sudden I'm expecting a camera to just start start panning in from that direction.
I want a camera crane comes in.
And all of a sudden we're just sitting here with our notes and be like,
in today's
Dateline
news,
Mount Fuji.
Today's news, Trump did a thing, and we'll move on.
Yes. And in today's news, nothing in the world of politics matters. Yeah. Everyone involved with it is
a fucking clown.
Is an idiot.
We need to set it up at some point so you guys have screens on that so you can read the chat.
Yeah, like right here
like
or something. Oh yeah, actually, they have those little mini monitors that we could actually get hooked up.
Those TVs from off the back wall and replace them with posters and stuff, and like mount them at the front of the desk, so you got one for memes and one for chat.
Yeah, the only thing with that is though it kind of block our view even if we put it at like an angle.
Now, if we had something up there, we mounted them.
That's gonna block our lights whenever we are able to kick those back on.
No, not up there on the wall back there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna want something bigger than these fucking things.
That's what yeah.
Well, like that TV that's in my room, that 70-inch TV. Just put that.
Well, those are 32-inch. We can get if we can find. I looked online on the Facebook Marketplace and. I think they have like 43-inch basic TVs on there.
Well, if we do what we did initially, like the first few months there with the TV in front, we could do something like that.
Yeah, we could do two on the opposite sides, like one over here and one over there.
That way we're not having to turn away from the camera or something. But,
yeah, true, very true. It's just having them back there. It just to me it adds a little bit of a original feel to it.
So we're gonna.
Let's decorate and discuss what this is. Roan spent all of last week since the last podcast, pretty much putting this together, finding out how he can arrange it to where it can look a bit more professional. So I'm gonna turn my microphone around so you can actually still hear me.
I can some slacks that you just carried around.
Yeah. So this is effectively our new setup, and we have shelves here that. Roan has already decorated some stuff.
I put some stuff up there. You can
put some
pull it out.
Strips along the tops of them.
Yeah,
it'll happen like that eventually.
Yeah, anybody comment. Make sure that this looks. If you guys like this better than the seat arrangement, just because we don't want to necessarily have to go back and forth. But
what Roan effectively asked me to do was bring over a box full of goodies from our house. Effectively decorate this.
Your good old fans.
Yeah, and this is all stuff that was sent to us through the P.O. box way back in the day. And I still want to have shit sent to us through the P.O. box. For instance, the third journal from Gravity Falls. Yeah, that's right. We got the journal from Gravity Falls, which I'm going to put right here.
And if you want to move any of my stuff,
make sure to leave a spot for my thing I brought.
Oh, don't worry. Yours will go. Yours is going up here, dude. Yours is going top shelf. That thing's awesome.
Does that microphone turn around so it points towards Nate?
I can.
Here. I just got to bend it down. All right. Actually, can this reach down to the floor? Okay. So there we go. There. Yeah. Now you can hear me a little bit better. Anyway, and we also have here. For those of you who are aware, we have a full set of the Dragon Balls. Yay! A full set of Dragon Balls here. And we're going to effectively just put them right here and save them for a wish later.
Holy shit, my hair is red.
Yes, it is. Your hair is very red, my
Yeah,
friend.
it stands way out against the black of this.
And then we have the Murasame Liger from Zoids. I'm going to put that right here. We also have fan art here as well. This was sent in a long time ago. And then this one is a Doctor Who reference. 900 years of time and space, and I've never met anyone who wasn't important. So, there's that. But I'm going to put this... see, where should I put this? Yeah, I'll put it right there. I'll put it center mass. Right there at the bottom. Or right there in the middle. Then we have another Gundam here, which is still in the box, which, Nick, if you want to come on out and show us the one that you built and everything. Oh, yeah, there's a Godzilla graphic novel here, the Half-Century War, a still in the plastic Mass Effect Omnibus. Check it out. Yeah, so...
What is it?
A Mass Effect Omnibus, which is it's a volume 2. It pretty much goes over Morden's origin story.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I always gotta get my Mass Effect stuff.
Oh, dog meat bobblehead from a dog meat pop figurine from Fallout 4, which, yeah, let's see. Put you right there, dog meat. And then JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Season 1. Figure we could put it right there. Actually, I'll put it, let's see. Here we go. Oh. Whoop, don't you fall on me. Don't you fall. Okay. There we go. Got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on one side and Modern Warfare 2 on the other. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Perfect combination.
Oh, shit, that's right. Persona 4 on PlayStation 2. Someone sent this to us a long time ago. Joking Hazard, the card game from Cyanide and Happiness. Yeah, that Doctor Who. A bunch of shirts here. Oh, dig this one. This is a Doctor Who, sonic screwdriver, which I will put promptly right here in between the Xbox and the PlayStation 3, like a bridge between the two monsters. And then we have shirts here. This one is needs more gigawatts, which is the Doc Brown shirt. We have another one here. This one
was it 1.21 gigawatts?
1.21 gigawatts.
1.21 gigawatts.
Sometimes we're happy for just
Great
the Last of Us shirt. And then we have we got two of these. I don't know who sent us two of these, but we got a Negan shirt from The Walking Dead. I will shut that shit down. No exceptions. And then we have, interestingly here, we have a, check this out. Bum-ba-da-ba. Look at me. Yeah, look at Nick's handiwork. Ain't that a thing of beauty?
Thug for life.
Yeah. Renegade for life. Don't judge me. But yeah, this is effectively a Renegade head cap thing that somebody sent us a long time ago. That's pressed on there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
If we got space in that center shelf still, I might actually get my 3-0 Ruby figure and put it where she's like kind of like kicking her legs back and forth. What is that?
That's Zwei.
Oh, Zwei. Hell yeah.
Hawaiian
Hell
Zwei.
yeah. I'll put Ruby
Hawaiian.
right next to it, and that's actually pretty close size to the Ruby figure, so that'll work great.
The Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, but I'll put that in some of my Ruby stuff.
Oh yeah. You wanna have a look at that, Nick? Oh, and also we have oh, that's right. Forgot about that.
This is Iron Blooded Orphans.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is.
Can I build this?
Yeah, if you want to.
Hell yeah.
This is Cyborg from the DC Collectibles, which he's a big boy, so I don't know where I'm going to put him.
I will build this, and then we'll bring it back, and we'll put this on the shelf, too.
A Crystal Skull 3D puzzle. I don't know why we got that. Actually, I do.
From Indiana Jones?
It's a reference thing. Oh, and this, a long time ago...
Do you want to keep it in the box, or do you want me to solve it, and then we'll put the Crystal Skull on the shelf?
You do what you want, man. I mean, it's up to you.
Have it.
Okay. All right.
Is it a puzzle or a model?
And also, somebody sent us this a long time ago, and I've been looking into fixing it. It's a Sega Saturn, an original OG Sega Saturn with the mount controls like this, and also a couple of games in here too, including Quake and Virtua Fighter 2, and a bunch of other controllers and stuff like that. So, yeah, never got a chance to fix it. Which, oh, you can already hear Nick working on the puzzle.
Yeah,
Jesus,
he's coming over the speaker.
Jesus, man.
You got more parts than the
It is a Crystal Skull 3D puzzle.
He pours it out, and there's like 10,000 fucking pieces.
Holy
on it.
crap! Yeah, he's just like,
it's like
oh,
bottomless.
Look at that, Joker.
48 pieces.
Joker. I will put him right there. God, dude. Oh, the Blu-ray of DC's Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, is that the? Oh wait, okay, no, I'm thinking of the fucking CW show, Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, gosh, dude. So much stuff in here in just so little time.
What do you think about the CW superhero shows?
I think they start out good, but they eventually go bad.
Yeah, they kind of wear off. Like I like Green Arrow, but it's kind of starting to.
Well, a lot of people consider the first two seasons of Green Arrow to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also somebody did this. It's me. Hey, I'm on a shirt.
It's pretty cool.
I'm on a shirt, man.
We could probably like for the shirts and stuff, maybe try and get them like hung up on the top of somewhere on these.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
But for right now, I'm just looking to see what all I can put where. Oh, I can put this over here.
See if we got anything in the chat.
There we go. And here's this Mass Effect book, which I'll put right here for now as just a placeholder. The Godzilla Half-Century War, Persona, and the two Sega Saturn games, which are very, very tall. So I guess I'll put them right there. Joking hazard. Gosh. Oh, and then Avengers and X-Men. Yeah. Gosh.
Avengers and X-Men. I wonder how they're gonna fucking MCU is gonna integrate this. I mean, I know it's gonna be a few years down the road, but
it probably will be. There's
maybe.
But
I mean, is it supposed to be in the same universe as the Avengers? Like the same, like one for one, or?
Ariel sent another $5 to say give us a meme.
oh,
Cool. Thank
She
you,
sent us a
Ariel.
meme?
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
For me to give a meme.
Okay. So yeah, the shelves look a little bit more filled out now. There we go. Get this over here.
Yeah, and back to our regular broadcasting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, podcasting.
Let me go into the video so I can see chat. Wow. Okay.
Sarah Williams was agreeing with you on the Green Arrow thing. First 2 seasons were good. 3 sucks.
Oh yeah, Castle Crashers. Okay.
What's up?
Ariel asked for it.
Oh god.
I make no promises.
You're not gonna like pull off your pants or something, right? Let me film it.
No.
What does it matter? It's gonna be on YouTube forever, anyways.
I don't care. You know me.
I know. Ariel said, "Woo!"
Oh. I gotta keep in mind to keep stretching my back out, or else I'm gonna blow it out again.
Oh yeah, do not fuck that shit up.
Well, I still got like tightness in the lower back and like on my left side. Yeah, it's
dude,
just...
it looked like you fucking got shot in the back when you showed me the fucking bruise. You know, like somebody hit you with a fucking beanbag or something.
Well,
like
that I don't think that's what caused it.
You said you fell on like some stairs or something.
Well, that was a while ago, and I think that's what initially caused the tension there. But then when I lifted up the tire out of the back of my truck, that's when I tweaked my sciatic nerve really bad, and then I had to go to the urgent care and get a shot, and actually 2 shots. One that was a steroid and one that was a painkiller, and it cost me about $350. So the American healthcare system at it again, and once again, vets, which anti-respiratory medicine for my cat, $240.
Well, we got a problem that we're gonna have to do something about here in the coming months. Is that we're about to have a whole bunch of fucking cats, and they all kind of came in as, like the mama and her first 3 came in as little babies. They're gonna quickly grow up, and there's also 5 new kittens too, and none of them are neutered or spayed. So
that could wind up bad.
Yeah, so we got to figure out how to take care of that. But fun times. But anyways. Just because, like fucking 10 cats, 10, 12, something like that.
Okay, my sister just sent me a very weird thing on here. It's a napkin. It looks like a napkin that's got an R in the middle of like an embroidery thing. Do you know what the R stands for? No Google or asking a girl. I'm like,
Renegades.
I'm just going to be like, I don't give a shit, but I mean...
Roofie?
Wow. I'm sort of mad at my sister right now.
Pour some chloroform in there and you're good.
Wow. I don't know. I'm literally typing this.
What is that? I gotta make up the slack without Jacob and Lavina here. I gotta be the dumb one out of all of us.
No.
Always am.
Dude, I've already taken that towel. You are not taking that from me. I'm the dumb one here.
I'm Caboose.
No, I am Caboose. You cannot be Caboose. I am Caboose.
My name is Michael J. Caboose, and I hate babies.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I did not need to know that, Ash.
What? What's up?
It's a tampon.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Jesus.
My sister is... Oh.
Alright.
Moving on!
Yeah.
Okay.
We got any other memes?
You got anything else, Nick, or are we out right now? Okay.
Alright, so...
Hey, well, in all honesty, we can talk about literally anything. I mean, for instance, what's the name of that? Chapter 2 is coming out this Friday. Do you think that... Well, a lot of people... Well, I've read some reviews for it, and some of the reviews say it's not as scary as the original, but it's still pretty good. And,
It 2, or you talking about the remake they did?
The
reboot they did here a couple years ago.
The It remake that they made back in 2017, they're coming out with a part, It 2,
so,
with the kids grown up.
Okay. Is that's not how the book went?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because The Losers, it was 2 parts of it. One was set back in the 1950s, and then it was set 27 years later, I think.
Unfortunately, I don't know enough about it.
Well, anyway, the casting that they got for the characters are really good, and I actually predicted one of them. I predicted Beverly. I predicted who they would get to be adult Beverly, Jessica Chastain, for the win. Hell yeah! Everyone was saying Amy Adams. I'm like, nah, Jessica Chastain. She looks more like Beverly.
The problem that I have with and if it does good, if it's good, good remake and everything, or the whatever sequel to the reboot, that's good. But I have a feeling that's kind of problematic because then it pretty much says, hey, reboots work. They people can do them. So let's never fucking come up with an original idea again.
Effectively, here's my thing about reboots, remakes, whatever you want to call them. I dislike them when they try to do the exact same thing. It really depends. If the original was successful and pulled off the idea flawlessly, for instance, Shawshank Redemption, which a lot of people say is one of the most perfect films out there in terms of its pacing, its characters, everything. If they were to do a remake of the Shawshank Redemption that pretty much was a carbon copy, note for note, word for word, then it wouldn't add anything new to the table.
Yeah.
Same thing. Okay, for instance, another prime example, the Psycho remake. The original Psycho came out in 1961, and a remake came out in 1999. That was pretty much a verbatim, word-for-word copy of the original, just in color, and with a much less interesting actress playing what's her name? Marion Crane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, yeah. That's basically. I mean, no disrespect to Anne Heche, but she was nowhere near as interesting as Janet Leigh. That's just how I feel.
Do they still use the same stabby stab music?
Pretty much. I mean, Gus Van Sant, the guy who directed it, great director by the way, effectively just wanted to do a shot-for-shot remake. To which there's certain films that if they're remade and they're done right and they add something new to it. For instance, the True Grit remake from 2010. The 1969 John Wayne film was pretty much rewritten to be a John Wayne fluff piece that pretty much made John Wayne out to be a belligerent, alcoholic, tough guy who, rode off into the sunset after saving the day and the girl was okay and all this and all that. But then the remake happened, and the remake actually followed the book more. It showed that not only did Rooster fail in protecting the girl, but the girl actually got so bad with getting bit by the rattlesnake, she lost an arm.
Yeah.
And she grew up to actually be a very cold person. And the only person she actually revered in any way was Rooster, but Rooster Cogburn took off before she could wake up from her, recover from her surgery to really thank him. And she spent her whole life tracking him down. By the time she found him, he died.
No.
And
I don't have a problem with reboots necessarily, like you said, like the Total Recall reboot. I actually like that more than
the Schwarzenegger one.
Yeah, I found it more interesting, except for the whole we're gonna fucking ride this weird fucking train machine through the core of the earth. But
here's my thing about it. To me, that comes down to casting choice. I would have gotten someone other than Colin Farrell. Because Colin Farrell, who is a good actor in his own right, does not have the charismatic leading presence that Arnold Schwarzenegger did in the 80s.
Yeah, but the one in the 80s, and forgive me, because it's been a while since I've seen that one, but I just remember it kind of got a little too comedic in ways, like the whole, our eyes are fucking exploding out of our heads.
Keep in mind, this is what we thought happened whenever we were exposed to the vacuum of space. That's what a lot of people thought back then. But later on, it was classic. It was classic B-movie sci-fi stuff done on a major scale.
It was an 80s Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, and plus it was written for Arnold Schwarzenegger in mind. And they also had a great cast. I mean, Sharon Stone, Michael Ironside. I mean, they had a really good cast all around, and also,
I said, it's been a while since I've seen it, so maybe I just need to rewatch because the goggles of nostalgia used to blind me on certain things, and then I went back and watched it. For instance, I thought the new True Grit would not be as good as the 1969 True Grit because I watched it when I was a kid and I liked it a lot. Yeah. But I watched it before I went and watched the remake, and I got to say I like the remake better.
And same thing with 310 to Yuma. The 310 to Yuma original is pretty good, but the remake with Christian Bale and Russell Crowe is a much superior film. Not only in terms of its thematic elements, but also its storytelling, its characters, and the acting. The acting, good God, the acting is so much better.
Generally when Russell Crowe's and stuff, except for Robin Hood, but some of that, he's generally good.
or he's playing Javert in friggin' the Les Mis.
Hey guys,
and I'm Javert.
Commit suicide and then bam, hit a fucking way to really bring down the fucking the emotional moment.
In truth, I would have shot it from a long distance and like just shown the splash at the bottom and not shown like a top down of his body literally hitting the friggin' stones. And I'm like, dude, come on. Like, show it from a distance to give the feeling that he's all alone and that he literally has nothing left now that Jean Valjean has moved on and he can't do anything about it.
The only question I have about the Total Recall original one is, does it have triple boobs?
Yes.
Because it does?
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
It does?
Yeah, the original.
Is that where they got it from?
Yeah,
okay, I was like,
the original 1986 Total Recall is where Israel
triple boob,
where Miss Triple Nipple exists.
It was so when because like I said, I was probably maybe 12 or 13 when I saw the original one. When I saw that remake, I was like, "What the fuck? Cool!" Yet I'm also I'm aroused yet confused.
I think that's most sci-fi nerds whenever they were confronted with that. It's just like the same thing with like my friend Dakota, who is a massive like piercing and tattoo nut. When he came across Jack in Mass Effect 2, he was like, "All right," but then all of a sudden, Jack turned out to be a little bit of a psycho. He's like, okay, wow,
back it up.
And then all of a sudden, he was just like, I really want to get with this chick though. And then he followed all the path lines to where he hooked up with Jack in the second one and then the third one. And I'm like, wow, man, you really fell for this digital woman, didn't you? He's like, I don't know what it was, man. And I'm like, you know what it was? It's a video game boner.
I did not go anywhere near Jack.
Jack, I thought Jack was an interesting character, and I learned a lot about her, but I didn't like commit to a relationship with her or anything. My main relationships that I took were, actually, I didn't do Liara. A lot of people say Liara is the canon.
Liara is it's kind of like your canon one.
Yeah, that's the one. I didn't hook up with her until like my third playthrough. My first one, I hooked up with, strangely enough, Ashley, and then in the second one, I hooked up with Miranda, and then I stayed with Miranda until the end. And then my second playthrough, Tally, and then the third one, Liara.
See, when I originally, because I didn't play all the games until like 2011 when Mass Effect 3 had already come out. Like, I think it was on a deal on Steam. I was like, hey, I'll try this, and I'm fucking glad that I did because Mass Effect is easily one of my favorite games. But
Mass Effect is awesome.
But I think the first Mass Effect I went with Liara because Ashley's just fucking unbearable. Most of the playthroughs.
Well, the reason why I went with Ashley is because I was like, maybe I can change her sensibilities in some way. And then by the time the second game rolled around, I'm like, okay, she's still a bitch.
But most of the playthroughs I've ever done with Mass Effect, I just fucking
killed Ashley and saved Caden. I saved Caden my second playthrough because I wanted to see what it was like having him on the ship. And he, to me, he's actually a little bit more of an interesting character.
She seems like she would fit perfectly well at Cerberus. I'll just say that.
Yeah, except she has too much of a moral compass for that. In her mind, it's a moral compass, whereas to me, I'm just like, girl, you crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, so I went with Liara in the first one, and then
of course everyone does.
In the second one, Liara's obviously not a part of the crew, but you run into her in one of the DLCs.
Yeah,
I didn't have that the first time I was running.
Shadow Broker.
So I ended up going with the Shadow Broker. I didn't have the Shadow Broker DLC when I played the second one through the first time, so I ended up hooking up with Tally. And then I just went with Tally all the way through the third one. Then my replay through, I went with the whole, be a good, honest lover and stay with Liara
the whole way through.
Yeah.
my man. I did that.
And then I played. Here's the thing. I actually prefer FemShep because
Well, fair enough. I played through as Fem Shep.
I don't know if it's. I mean, obviously it's the actors, but
well,
the female voice actor
Jennifer Hale did a much more convincing job.
It's more natural. I don't know what the Mel Shepard's.
I know what you're saying, but his read through seems dialed in, where she's more passionate with her reading, and that's why I preferred. As much as I played through as male Shep, I prefer Fem Shep's dialogue because Fem Shep's dialogue has a lot more passion to it.
It sounds more. There's more natural to it.
Yes,
male Shepard feels scripted.
Yes,
very
scripted.
And so, yeah, most of the playthroughs I've ever done, it's always been.
If they ever remake those games, I hope they re-record male Shep's dialogue to where they at least have the guy who's just like, okay, so don't dial it in this time. And he's like, okay, so dial it in this time. No. Be passionate. Be bland. Damn it. Okay, new actor, please.
And I know they definitely missed it up there. I know people have talked about this with Mass Effect Andromeda, where now that you're introduced with all the species and everything, the entire universe of Mass Effect, it would have been a great opportunity to be like, hey, you want to play as a Turian? Or
I'd have loved that. I would have loved to be able to play as a different race. I'd love to have played as a Krogan. Because imagine waking up as a Krogan and just being like,
that would have been pretty
I'm a tank.
Well, I mean, think like that. Certain weapons are only you like those heavy weapons.
Of course, yeah. I mean, shotgun, heavy pistol. Sniper rifle's a no-go. Usually, like a lighter submachine gun is a no-go, and also just punching people.
If you varied it out, where your Krogan are obviously the heavy hitters, your humans are going to be kind of your Swiss Army knife. They're the jack of all trades.
Yeah, but they can never be fully a master of none.
Asari are like the
biotic,
really agile.
Agile biotics with the crazy good psychic abilities, and then of course you have the what was Tally again? Quarian. Thank you. You have the Quarians, which are effectively.
They're techs.
They're heavy tech.
Yeah, they're basically the engineers.
The engineer, heavy tech, and then you have the Solarians, who are scientists and can be, but also whenever you run across a case like Morden, you pretty much get an assassin, like a silent leaning assassin who can devastate an entire colony. With his tech and everything.
I just love Morden in Mass Effect 2 when he's like giving you advice depending on what romantic partner you go with. Like if you're
I remember that.
If you're going for like Garrus or whatever, and he's just talking about like the things you shouldn't do when you're having sex with a Turian because they're dextro amino acid and you're not. And, cool. Way too much information.
Thank you, Morden. Did not need to know that. And then, of course, Garrus. Garrus. He's pretty much.
Garrus is fucking cool.
Oh, dude, I love Garrus. Like in terms of bromance, he's probably the best bro that Shep has.
Honestly, it's one of those things like I want my story to have a Garrus like that.
I get that. Actually, I wrote a character. Oh, I wrote a character who's like that. His name's Diego, and he's actually I actually told Nick this on the way here because I was inspired by several things. It was part Halo, part Mass Effect, part Outlaw Star, and it's pretty much there's a character in it named Diego who's the main character's best friend the whole way through. He's tough as nails. He's never afraid to fight, and he's also very good with mechanical stuff. And whenever the main character gets on the main ship with Diego's always calibrating the engine and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, but I have more calibration.
The closest analog that I have to that in mind is probably going to be Tommy Jaeger, the big green dude.
Yeah.
Just because, I won't get into the whole story, but that's kind of what I'm angling for him to kind of be my Garrus.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, dude, if you enjoy writing these characters like me, I'm actually wanting to go back now because whenever I write stuff, I often listen to music, and
music is a huge
and I told Nick that during one of my stories I was listening to Coheed and Cambria and came up with this huge, big sprawling story, and Nick told me about all the stuff that Claudio actually the lead singer and main songwriter of Coheed and Cambria has that within the albums of Coheed and Cambria. It's pretty much an overarching story. With me, the song varies. For me, whenever I started writing the one, I originally called it Reach, which I know is a bit of a ripoff to Halo Reach, but effectively the main part of the story is people who go to the edge of the galaxy. They are what are known as reachers. They reach for the edge and they look for any kinds of signs of civilizations or any kind of rare materials or stuff that they can make money off of. They're effectively privateers in the great mass unknown.
They're your explorers.
Yeah, your explorers / privateers / just like your pioneers, effectively. And the main character's father was one, and he went out on a reach one day, and he was 9 years old, and his dad never came back. And he grew up, and he met Diego, and they effectively became amateur bounty hunters, and they work in a machine shop where it's owned by Diego, and Garrett. The main character's name is Garrett, and he kind of lives there and just helps Diego out with whatever. But then, the story just pretty much comes and falls into his lap because a guy comes into port whose call sign is very similar to his dad's, and he actually asks the guy if he knows this did you know my father? My father was this and that. And then the guy, after hearing the guy say his father's name, turns around and says, "And here I thought you were dead, kid." And pretty much the whole story just goes on. And then actually at the end of one of the acts, this is actually something I'm still debating on, but the main character, Garrett, actually dies. He dies at the end of one of the story arcs, and Diego pretty much becomes the lead after that. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, should I do this? Because there's storytelling elements that I really want to continue on, but at the same time, I'm just like, this character, it's sort of fitting in this point because he effectively goes out the same way his dad did.
You have to make sure those characters are definitely as much as the main
which I have a plot line written out for Diego and the rest of the crew members and everything. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that's within the universe that I've written, but effectively I never continued it because my first write through that I was doing, my computer crashed and I never got it back off my hard drive.
That's what I'm always freaking.
And then,
I'm always saving and backing shit.
Well, I do that now, but my second time I was writing through it, I was in the middle of writing it, and then my grandma died, and I was very close with her and everything, and I sort of lost interest in doing anything at that point.
That's rough.
And it was for like 2 years, and then after that my grandfather died, and I was just I like both of them within a 2-3 year span, man, just like that. And also at that time I'd also lost my friend Sean, and it was very heartbreaking all around, and I just didn't know what to do, and I just never continued it. Your brain, whenever you experience losses like that, it's sort of like me. Whenever I experience that, I think about the good stuff, try not to think about the bad stuff so much, and just remember the moments that I had with them and all that, and carry on. And some stuff I forget, some stuff I remember, but the stuff I was working on at the time with my grandma, I sort of put on the permanent back burner and never really went back to it. But here recently, I've been going through my old laptop with the broken screen. I've been going through it. Yeah, I've been going through it, and I found a lot of stuff that I really want to touch base on again and get back into, because
a lot of times, when I'm, there's a reason why, unfortunately, on this second write through of my book, I'm still on like fucking page 10. It's because I've been focusing on concept art, and like now I'm working on like ship design and stuff, and then sometimes you just got to take a break from.
Well, solidifying your character designs to give yourself a good mental picture while you're writing the story is never a bad thing. As a matter of fact, whenever what's his name? he's great fantasy writer. I forget his name, but he always has concept art of his characters, and he always like posts them up on the board whenever he's writing a chapter with them. And whenever the chapter's over, he takes them down and puts up the next one.
And that's what I'm part of the reason why I'm trying to do it. But I'm also trying to give myself time to fine tune some of the concepts, some of the world building and stuff, and it's
not you don't want to paint yourself into a corner.
Yeah, because that's one of the things, that when I wrote the book that I was writing, when I actually wrote it, 700 pages or whatever, and it worked, and it was disappointing, like eventually giving it up, but writing through it worked and stuff, but there's so many changes just in the editing process that I came up with. I got this would work better, this would make this more realistic, this is a better character moment.
You come up with finite moments where you have to pretty much put the imagination on the back burner and write out to a concrete ending point with a certain part of it, and if you want to go back and change it, you can. And after you do that, you have to go through as an editor and make sure everything still lines up. Because if you write in a whole new character, all of a sudden you're going to have to change up the rest of the script or the rest of the manuscript to fit that new character.
Well, and that's kind of what I have. I got back from RTX 2018. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this. I just got a few more months of editing to doing this, but that was a lie because I had so many changes that I wanted to implement that I was worried about keeping consistency on things.
That's often a lot of worries for a lot of artists out there.
As I was making a lot of these changes, it compounded more and more changes because it suddenly shifted certain aspects of the plot. Oh, this has changed. Basically the straw that broke the camel's back was I wanted to expand the team to 8 characters instead of 4, because the typical thing you see with most stories is it's that 4-man team.
Yeah,
or maybe 5.
Whereas you wanted to really crank up the amount of characters by doubling it effectively.
Yeah, I wanted to be a little bit different with that, but it's a military, combat force, and trying to be a little bit more realistic. Typically, you're not going to have a team of 4 people unless it's like recon, do not engage, kind of, because 4 people are going to be very limited in what they do. At least with an 8-man team, you have a little bit more options, a little more flexibility. It's a lot more believable. Tactical. So that's kind of part of the reason. But there was also, there's these. I don't want to try and force too many things into one particular character. I kind of want to make sure they're all diverse. They have their own thing. And if I try and throw
you don't want mimicry. You don't want to over mimic certain aspects onto too many characters, because I ran into that problem with some of the scripts that I've written. I had a friend who is an actor do a read through with me, and about 5 minutes into reading the script, he actually stops me and says, "All the characters sound exactly the same." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "This character here, what is their backstory? What is their reason for doing this? What is this? What is that?" And it dawned on me that I didn't think about that. And when you're thinking of writing a character that is 3-dimensional, because anyone can write a 2-dimensional character. I mean, most bad guys are 2-dimensional. Most henchmen are 2-dimensional. Whereas if you're writing your main character and if they're 2-dimensional, they better have something that people can latch onto, or else no one's going to gain interest in that character. However, if they're 3-dimensional and they have things that are hidden behind ulterior motives and stuff like that, then people will anchor on to see what's really there. They'll be willing to stick through with this character as long as the payoff is legitimate.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I've tried to do with my characters. Each of them, at least most of them, the members on the main team, the main characters, they all, or most of them, have some sort of tragedy in their childhood or something.
Of course.
I have to obviously be careful that, like, everybody's got a sob story.
Everybody's got that hard-end backstory.
And so that's why not every one of them has it. Some of them just had a normal fucking upbringing, and that's just...
and that's the brilliant thing about Mass Effect, is that you could actually choose... in the first game, you could choose what Shepard's background was, whether he was like an orphan, raised in a military family, or...
It felt fairly...
It felt
negligent, like.
Well, it did. It was dialed in. It was dialed in effectively, but they didn't really mention anything else in that past the first game. which I was fine with, but at the same time, I'd like to have read more into it. And if Shepard's parents were still alive, you chose the backstory, which Shepard's parents were still
I know
alive.
you call your mom in like the Citadel DLC or something.
Yeah, yeah,
it's kind of cool.
Well, that was, but at the same time, I wish they would have done more, because a phone call is one thing, but actually having a scene where you go and you meet your mother on Ganymede or something like that, or and you find that she's out there doing research work for the Citadel to try and find out if this section of the planet is habitable or not, and if there's a way they can terraform it. And you go out there, you're just like, "Hey, Mom," and have a good heart-to-heart moment with your mother.
And that's kind of an aspect in developing my characters. In a way, I kind of also have to develop, think about, okay, how was their upbringing, who were their parents and stuff. So,
yes,
in creating, 8 or 9, specific characters, I'm also creating kind of like 20 other
extended family
characters, which then kind of gets messy. But.
Well, here's the thing that in order to not get bogged down in that,
not really mention it.
Effectively have it be to where it's effectively in a codex, to where people can, if people want to read up on your main character's story, or if they want to read up on the upbringing that they had, or if they had no parents and they were orphans, what orphanage they grew up in, what made them want to join the military, what made them want to take up heavy weapons and all that. I mean, there's a whole plethora of just different ways of going about it, and discovering that. I mean, when I discovered that in truth, what I had to do was I actually had to read different. I actually looked up people's backstories. Like, for instance, I actually looked up some of the most heartbreaking backstories. For instance, there was a guy who was born to a single mother.
His name is John Cena!
What was that?
Ariel donated $25.
Woo!
Thank you, Ara.
Thank you, Ariel.
Sune checking to see if problem.
Do what?
It's exactly. From loving Sune checking to see if problem.
Checking to see if problem.
Exactly.
Oh. I don't know either. I mean, I personally, not many problems with me. It's just Lulu with the sinus infection. That's really it.
Is it kind of like you've heard Tux breathing, right? Is it like that?
It is, but at the same time, she's sneezing a lot and she's not able to breathe properly. I mean, usually you can hear her.
Sune was trying to make a donation.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's the media you supply does not meet the view count required set by Renegade.
What?
You've got a view count minimum on.
I thought I got rid of it. I thought minimum? Yeah, there's usually like a priority thing, like high it has to at least be 10,000 views, and then none it means there's no view. Go ahead and play it.
Do you have Discord?
Yeah, go ahead and yeah.
Well, it won't come through because.
That's right. That's right.
If you have Discord, you can DM it to me on Discord.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Kitsune. I'm sorry. Jesus, that sucks. I thought I got rid of that. I thought I dialed it all the way back to nothing. That way anyone could submit.
Actually, if you want to submit it to me on Discord, I can just do it for Ariel, since Ariel never picks one.
Well,
okay. Yeah, you can do that too.
Mashed Potatoes Sakuri also just donated $3 and said, yes, he's in the game, sorta.
Okay.
Cool bit.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well,
keep us surprised.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's...
What? Oh, they put him in as a skin? That's awesome. They put him in as a gunner skin. That's ridiculous. And I love it. Ba-da-dum-bum-ba-dum-dum. Oh, Sans from Undertale. That's in game. That's his goat. That's how his character speaks.
Gotcha. No. But yeah, I mean, that was one of the big deciding factors on not really going forward with my first book. Was I fucking loaded that shit with so much exposition that I enjoy. Like I said, I love world building and exposition.
Yeah,
and that's kind of probably the case for a lot of writers. But I always got to keep in mind the reader.
In truth, what I would do is I'd find an editor who could discuss the flow of it with you, and I know you want to include everything. I mean, every artist wants to include all their like finer details in their work. I mean, I can't shut the hell up about it sometimes. But effectively, what you can do is just look at what is necessary, and you can actually leave footnotes. If people want to learn more about it, then they can effectively refer to the codex at the back of the book.
That's what, I'm assuming you can probably do it with because my plan, obviously I don't have the money to go and publish like paperbacks and shit like that. My plan was, is...
Well, if you can publish one as a prototype.
Yeah, but when I'm eventually finished with it, posting it or publishing it as an ebook and stuff, I'm assuming there's a way where you can create hyperlinks.
Yes, actually they do have that.
So
they do have that. Actually, the dictionary has it to where whenever there are footnotes on something and that refers to a source, you click the number and it'll go to it. And effectively, what you can do is the same thing with yours. If there's a cliff note where for more info, click the I at the end of the at the top of the end of the paragraph, and then they click the I, and it takes them to the codex where they can learn more if they want to.
And that's what I would probably do, because I mean, there's one of the big thing is in delivering exposition, especially if it's like interacting between characters that are in the story, a lot of the technology, especially in sci-fi, they're already going to know about, or at least have some sort of understanding. It doesn't make sense for character A to talk about, it's interesting how those fusion reactors work because they do this and this and this. One, either the characters already know that because they're scientists, or they don't give a shit. So why are they, they're right. So
like most soldiers don't care.
Yeah.
But in truth, there was one that there's one example of the exposition like that working with, and it was in Cowboy Bebop. It was because there was a character, Faye, who had been asleep who'd been in cryo freeze for about 50 years and was completely unaware like how hypergates worked and everything. So in an episode where they effectively closed the hypergate and enclosed these terrorists and their missiles that they were firing at a planet in hyperspace, you could see the missiles, but they were in hyperspace and they couldn't affect anything on this plane of existence.
They like phase through the planet.
Yeah, effectively, they phased through the planet. And Faye saw them coming, and she was like, "What's that? Oh god!" And then Jet after is like, "Didn't you pay attention in your high school physics class? Anything on the hyperspace plane of existence cannot affect this on this. Cannot affect this here."
Yeah, and that's the way. Obviously. It's a way of delivering exposition, but even that is still kind of a little on the nose. That's kind of the unfortunate thing that you get, especially when you're delivering like visual media. In a book, it's a little bit easier to deliver that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's all narrative.
Well, video games can pull it off too because effectively they can Dark Souls it, where if you want to learn more, then all you got to do is just hit the start button, go into the codex, and then it's like, I want to learn more about the Mass Effect drives and all that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like delivering it like in dialogue, especially. It's very you got to be very careful.
It can wind up sounding hokey.
That's where like especially in like sci-fi, like that fish out of water type character that. Like if they can't, like they froze themselves and are woken up in the future, and they have to be explained all this stuff, like Fry and Futurama, where they have to he's him being an idiot, and two, not really
big time idiot
about anything. He kind of serves as a kind of a pawn for exposition in a way, because they can, not that they go into a whole lot of detail, but like Farnsworth explains, his science mumbo jumbo, he'll explain plenty of stuff. Fry specifically.
So Fry, how they work is that they effectively pull on deep space tachyons. And then Fry's like, do what now?
Yeah.
It's like, did somebody say tacos? It's like, I love tacos. Oh,
I do like the first
episode. And to think that's my great grandfather.
It was, I think, the first, like the pilot episode where he's so excited to be going into space, like to go to the moon.
That's one.
Like 10, 9, and then later plays
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then he's like, that's one small step for Fry, and right at the back of the line.
Yeah. That was so disappointing. Like I could see that disappointment of like the moon is just turned into a tourist attraction.
Well, yeah. Well, that's mostly effectively that's the same thing as them putting an amusement park at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. It's like take a donkey ride down and ride the fucking tilt-a-whirl.
We're whalers on the moon.
We carry a harpoon. God, that's so stupid.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, it's and again, it's also trying to. Obviously, I haven't read every sci-fi narrative. There's honestly there's a lot that should.
What was that? What was that? Holy shit! Holy shit!
That was Loving Kasune donating $202.
Holy shit!
Oh!
God.
Thank you.
Damn, thank
you so much.
Kick ass.
Holy shit! You're gonna give me a heart attack, girl. What are you doing? What you trying to do to me? Oh, God.
Now I just need the memes.
Okay. Memes aplenty. I'm gonna have to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to go into the settings again and make sure that I got rid of the priority thing. Did you get it, Nick?
What?
The meme from her? Ah, okay.
But yeah, so and obviously, I haven't read or seen every sci-fi out there. There's probably a lot of like Isaac Asimov and Arthur C. Clarke and some older stuff that I can read. But I'm trying to be as original as I can with my stuff. I'm trying to take some inspiration from a lot of like Halo and Mass Effect and Titanfall and a lot of those.
Yeah.
But, so it's also that balancing act of not being too close to them. Like Halo is good because it in the way of like it just drops you into this war. It doesn't explain anything. There's no prequel. You're just immediately dropped into this overwhelmingly powerful species. And even like the first Halo doesn't really. Was that?
Did you get it?
We still didn't play one for aerials.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Play Asdif movie 2. You ever seen the Asdif movies? Oh God. They're basically a petri dish of the internet's dankest like. Oh, there it is. I baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor?
Katsune said to just pick a name.
Katsune, come on. All right.
$202. You can pick a movie for us to watch.
I baked you a pie.
Oh boy, what flavor?
Pie flavor.
Yep.
I like singing.
I like dancing.
I like trains.
I like trains too.
Hey, it says gullible on the ceiling.
Huh.
Oh, sorry, you stole my lungs. Die, potato. Not today. Haha! They said I could never teach a llama to drive. No, llama, no! Doctor, I think I might be a homosexual.
How can you tell?
What are you, a man or a mouse?
Hey kids, I brought you some cookies.
Cookies!
I like trains.
Aw. Bye, Ed. Desmond the Moon Bear.
How
I
did
love trains
get
as a kid.
Here? The end.
I would be that guy.
I can't read. Kitten fight! No, wait! I'm allergic
Kitten
to
fight.
adorableness!
That's basically what our kittens look like.
What are you up to, son? I like trains. Yes, you do.
Is that your dad?
Yes.
I like trains.
Yes, it was. I would put my face against the
I can't wait to eat this bagel.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Egg bomb. Thank you, Tom Scott.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, I would just put my face up against the car window and just watch trains.
I like trains.
Yeah. But anyways, but yeah, like with Halo.
Hey man, check out my new dog. Hey, that's pretty cool. Oh, there's no dog there.
What's that?
Whoa.
I got another.
We don't want to play with the other one.
Needs to be good.
Kitsune, let's see. I got one. Let me see if let's see. Come on, where you at?
Plane and helicopter crash compilation. That's my what is it? Guilty pleasure.
Okay, anime lyrics or otaku lyrics. Otaku lyrics 101. Yeah, give us that. For you, Kitsune. For you. Oh. I buy sausage. Oh, gosh. You know those silly anime intros that you see?
Yeah.
You'd swear that they're saying things that they shouldn't be saying, right?
Wait, what?
You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. The bees and the eagles.
So I'm meaning to ask you about this.
White koala. Popcorn tea, biscuits, fuck this tea. Be inside of me. No. Wanker. They're saying way anchor.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel Beats, yeah. Stat sauce. Burning up the stairs.
Yeah, when you get Japanese musicians trying to say things in English, it's
yeah.
Kind of hit or miss.
Oh God, is this a censored version? Nick, censor it! Shit, I forgot about that! I'm sorry! I forgot about it! Put it back up! Oh. I'm dying out, lots of frozen blood. Home security, lots of frozen blood. I need a sucker. I need a sucker. I need a sucker. I need a sucker.
White people.
Fuck! Somebody's at the door. I have to go to work.
So you guys' latest reaction to Attack on Titan. What do you think about that season 3 intro?
It's a lot more laid back than the other intros.
Yeah, kind of fucking jarring from the tone of the show.
Well, from the first, dude, Nick and I agree. The first season's intro is
great.
The best.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best anime intros of all time. It's a banger. Season 2's intro is
kind of gets a little more fluffy, and then
it does. And then three just goes full on fluff,
sugar and flowers.
But a lot of people are saying that the second half of season 3, which we're reacting to season 3 right now. A lot of people. a lot of people are saying that one is that the second half of the third season is one of the best stretches of anime that has ever been put on film.
I'm not sure exactly where I got up to before. Like I've caught up, and then it's been a few months now, so I haven't seen all of it. But yeah.
Hope I don't hurt my neck headbanging.
But
that'd suck.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, one of the things, anyways, like I was saying earlier, trying to find inspiration in stories. Like Halo is interesting because it drops you right into war.
It. Yeah,
it doesn't really explain anything either. I mean, you know, like you're fighting this alien civilization and you have to protect Earth. Kind of. And you see the Halo ring, and there's some, but even like the first Halo, you really don't learn a whole hell of a lot about what's going on. Mass Effect is far different, where you are kind of you're put into this kind of point of peacetime where there's this foreboding threat that's obviously coming in the first Mass Effect, but things are relatively peaceful, and you're just introduced to this massive galactic-wide society.
Effectively, one of the things that Mass Effect borrows from, they actually, believe it or not, they borrow from H.P. Lovecraft because of the looming dread, and someone who is possessed to try and bring the dark entity back into the real world, and it's one that you can't fight.
And that's something that
that's a beautiful idea in my head, that translating that into sci-fi and doing it well. And actually the Reapers actually kind of look like the Cthulhu monster in some way, because the ships all have the tentacles and everything.
Well, and I've already kind of have an analog to like Halo's Flood kind of in mind, for that massive super threat that you have to deal with. Titanfall is an interesting dynamic where humanity is spread out. It doesn't really explain how far spread out humanity is, but it's obviously a good chunk of like the Orion arm of the galaxy or something, within a few thousand light years, and it's there's no aliens. It's still like a human civil war. But that's it. So there's no aliens that are introduced except for like the animals, and that's kind of an interesting aspect. So I'm trying to find kind of somewhere like in that kind of middle ground of that mess. So,
No, I get it. And truth, what you could do is you could actually do where genetic modifications have gone. With the human species. You could actually tie in eugenics as well, and you could actually have it to where there's a strain of humanity that effectively has developed a sense that they're the only true humans left because they have no genetic modifications, and they're effectively
biometric.
No biometrics, no nothing, and they effectively do something that causes a scourge upon the universe. Like they unleash something that is flood-like, and the only ones who aren't affected are people who have the genetics to fight against it, which they themselves have done. Because you could string off and do so many different sects of humanity that are isolated from so many different things because of how wide and broad the universe is. And you could do something like that.
And the thing is with mine, I'm kind of tired of seeing like dystopian type futures like Hunger Games and shit like that. Well, I'm trying to be a little bit more optimistic in my look, sort of towards Mass Effect.
And I appreciate that. And truth is, that's something a lot of people don't do. I'd actually love to do one like that. But the one thing about dystopians is that the reason they're so popular is because of
they highlight cultural and social.
And in truth, when it comes to making films about them, they're a lot easier to make because utopian society, the one that you're talking about, a more utopian society. I mean, there's no true
not going like
utopian.
Full on Star Trek.
No. There's still room for capitalism and other things to breed and everything.
My human society does not fucking stumble over its pacifism every goddamn.
No. Well, there's always going to be conflict. As long as humanity exists, there's always going to be conflict, and whether it's just conflict or unjust conflict, that's really up to the philosophers to decide. How many memes we got now, Nick? I think we got 4, maybe. 5?
5 actually.
Yeah, we're
Damn.
like an hour 45 or something.
Yeah, we'll
So let's go.
we'll
yeah, let's
end
get
cap these memes and then we will call it a day. Effective.
So we got one from Union.
Hey,
I
Union!
had a question for this 2 minutes ago, but oh well.
Sorry, man. Hey, if you're still here, Union, we love you.
When USA finds out there is oil in USA.
America!
First man in space. First man on the moon. When
Ain't that the truth?
He shoots Theodore Roosevelt, but he continues to give his speech, and then mocks your assassination attempt. World War II stars. Belgium. We are fucked. Calling a country third world because it's poor. Calling a country third world because as it is neither aligned with the Western or Eastern Bloc. Me and the boys on our way to extinguish the fire at Chernobyl. Me and the boys on our way back from the fire at Chernobyl.
That's real.
Destroy fascism. Spain.
Yeah,
Me,
sure.
me. Only 1% of all ancient literature survived. Me. No. For instance, the Gallic sack of Rome completely wiped out the true story of the founding of Rome, forcing historians to rely on Roman propaganda and legends. Me. Stop. White Americans in the 1940s, smoking dozens of cigarettes a day and dying of lung cancer, drinking from the same fountain as black people. White people, all Asians look the same. Also white people, King of Macedonia, King of Persia, Pharaoh of Egypt, Lord of Asia. And it's
Lord of
burning
Asia.
flame for the fallen soldiers under the Ark of Triumph. A memorial cemetery stretching as far as the eye can see. An enormous statue commemorating the millions who gave their lives.
Holy shit, you got it
A
fixed.
swimming pool named after a prime minister who drowned. The landing soldiers, their commanding officers. Welcome to Normandy. Please die slowly.
Please
People
die
mocked Trump
slowly.
for considering buying Greenland. Alaska and Louisiana per
Am I a joke to you? Effectively, that's Louisiana and Alaska purchase. Well, truth is, Greenland is a very rich economic resource. Never fails to amaze me when this every time this pops up.
It was the Rickroll.
Actually, after Union is all for the other games will be us.
Oh god damn it! So we're gonna hit all of the.
We're gonna hit all the strides,
classics,
aren't we?
All the classics.
All the strides. Here we
I
go.
think this one is for me.
This worries me.
All right then.
I see where you put the crystal skull. I like that. I like that look. We still got 2 shelves down here. Hey guys, if you want to send us stuff through the mailbag, feel free.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna put if you got some space on one of the like that absolute middle one there, I'm gonna get that Ruby figure.
Oh.
Like she's kicking her legs back and forth with her scythe like on her shoulders.
Yeah, that'd be good. Next.
This is horrifying.
Oh wait, Minnie got this one time. I remember when Minnie got this.
Are we gonna get like a fucking phone call from Samara telling us she's gonna kill us in 7 days? You see the fucking ring pop up. Jesus fucking Christ. Yep. You just see the ring pop up.
No, that was
Fucking-
Slenderman. That was Slenderman. Okay. Hold the phone, everybody. Bill? Bill, I know you're doing this. Stop. You stop it right now, Bill. I'm not gonna take this crap no more.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna be under here.
He's banging. Yeah, crawl under the table. There you go. And he's taking a nap.
Stop it!
I swear it's different every time.
It kind of seems that way.
Like it's almost like it's randomly generated or something.
Chat, do you guys want me to build that Gundam on stream or just build it and then bring it here? What do you guys think? Would you guys actually show up and watch me build it if I streamed it?
How many pieces is it?
The box is all in Japanese, so I couldn't tell you. Wait,
I'm assuming it's not like 2,000 pieces or something.
I can't read the Japanese.
I'd say if it's like less than 100 pieces, then yeah. But if it's like a fucking convoluted mess, you gotta put a little kit bashing on and stuff.
It's a model kit.
Yeah.
So it's only a high grade, so it's the easiest grade that they have.
Yeah. You could probably do it.
They still take probably like 3 hours, 4 hours to build if you work quick.
This is not fun. This is not fun.
Ariel just reminded me we still haven't posted the Call of Cthulhu video yet.
Actually, I found the music for it, Nick.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's an hour-long, royalty-free, so we can use that.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
All right, Nate, it's over. You can come
Sorry.
back out now.
Message to Nate. What's message?
I'm back. For what it's worth, I'm back.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Nady's back. Run to the hills.
What's Eminem doing these days? Is he
Still making music.
Jesus?
Dude, he
I started listening to Eminem like in 2000.
Dude, if somebody donates me a perfect great kit, I will definitely build that on stream. Over multiple streams. But...
Honestly, I don't think I've heard an Eminem song in 12 years. Like, deliberately, like,
well,
picked it out of my
okay.
playlist.
Here, I'll let you hear a sample of one. Let's see.
When you guys get to season 3 of My Hero, will you react to the My Hero Academia movie?
Oh, yeah. I've heard about that.
Still need to watch that show.
You probably have heard this one. Oh, wait. Shit. Forgot I had muted. Because I was watching the stream. Next meme.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
That's not 12 years ago, dude. That was 2010.
1990s, 2000s. Well, yeah, I mean, that was probably on the late end of the stuff that I've heard. I just don't know what he's fucking been doing.
Well, he went a little old school with this one. This is a one that he actually did with Rick Rubin. It's pretty much a tribute to the Beastie Boys. This is after MCA from the Beastie Boys died.
Yeah, I haven't heard this before.
He's using a sample from Billy Squier's "Stroke Me" as the sample in the background. It's actually a pretty good song.
Right, yeah. Ron,
he actually
Ron
has one of the sickest.
Boys.
He's actually got one of the sickest burns in it.
Ron liked the Beastie Boys, maybe.
Yeah, well, he actually released a new album called Kamikaze, and the cover of the album is literally from License to Ill. They're the Beastie Boys' first album.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's actually a sick burn in that song. It's directed at the Kardashians and also Lamar Odom. He's like, I drank enough codeine to knock Future into tomorrow, and I woke up in that Monte Carlo with the ugly Kardashian. Oh shit, Lamar, sorry, I think we both set the bar low. Oh, all right, next meme.
Yeah, what we got?
Oh, that's it? All right.
Yep, nope, can't do it. Nah, I can't do a high pitched voice, dude.
I can do it.
This is about.
I just don't want to blow everyone's ears out.
I go. That's it. Yeah, I can't. I can do low, but no.
That's about as high pitch as I can go.
Yeah, no. My vocal cords were like, fuck that, way long time ago. All right. Well, we're gonna call it a night then.
Huh?
You want to call it a night then?
Yeah, let's call it a night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for your support, and thank you for tuning in, and I hope you all like the new set. I mean, let us know what you think about it. I mean, you know.
If you guys dig this over the couches, we can go with this. Hopefully we'll have Jacob and possibly Lavina here next time.
We can get a full seat out.
I want to do this kind of round thing, so that way especially you and me, can be like at the sides here, and we could actually see each other and like just.
Yeah, and actually I think this will be better too for whenever we have guests on, because they can sit back here with us, and then when they want to perform, we can get them a comfy chair, sit them up front, and let them perform.
It's a pretty sizable table too. It's like 8 foot wide, so plenty of room.
Well, if there's anyone, like for instance, if we have those game developers on here, the ones based out of Johnson City, have them come on here. We can actually plug up their plug up a system, or plug up Prometheus, and let them play a demo of their game, and like have them show. Like in detail,
like the VFX guys over there?
No. There's actually a video game development team here in Johnson City.
Oh, okay.
It's like a group of 2 or 3 guys.
Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I actually have their business card, and we can contact them and see if they're interested in taking part.
They can't hear you on the mic, probably.
Oh, sorry. I'm loud.
Yeah,
I am loud.
The biggest issue is getting chairs, because right now it's kind of just a hodgepodge.
I can look for high chairs. I can look for high chairs that we can work with.
Really, it's probably just the hydraulic. If we can get more of these like standing desk hydraulics, or standing chair hydraulics, then we're good, because we got a fuck ton of computer chairs. We just need the height. This is a weird height on this desk where like a standing chair is too high and a sitting chair
there we go. That's much better. Now I can move my knees around fully. I was sitting up a little bit higher, and my knees kept rubbing up against my legs, and my quads and my knees started rubbing up against the bottom of the desk. I'm just like, can't move.
This feels like a good height where I can.
Yeah, this right here is good for me too, because here I feel like I'm actually a professional newscaster. And ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Let me do my more authentic voice.
As we're closing out.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
damn, I got a dry throat.
So, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed what you saw this evening. So, signing off for the Renegades here. I'm Nate.
I'm Roan.
I'm Nick.
And we will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.
Good night, everybody.